Embrace where you are. Embrace where you are. Welcome, my friends, to another live video with Troy Stone King. Thanks for watching. I appreciate so much you taking the time to do so. Let me tell you something. Sometimes we don't do what we said we would do. Sometimes we fail ourselves and we fail others. I got to tell you, I can't count how many times I made promises to myself. I made promises to my lovely bride, and I didn't carry out those promises. I failed to do what I said I was going to do. I failed myself. I failed her. I failed others. And at that point, I often did something that was terrible. I beat myself up about it. I told myself, once a quitter, always a quitter. This is just who you are. You're a failure, Troy, not because you can't do something, but because you just keep quitting. And I got to tell you, there were many times when I said those things to myself, and it took me to a really dark place. It took me to on the edge of depression. And yeah, it's hard to talk about a little bit, so my apologies for that. One time I was talking to my lovely bride, I was talking to Sally, and I said, I don't feel like me. And I haven't felt like me for a long, long time. You see, the me that I recognize is I'm a positive person, and I'm excited about life. And I'm filled with joy, and I'm relatively happy-go-lucky. I'm just having a good time. I'm having fun, and talking to people and enjoying life. But after over and over failing myself, I had told myself the lie so many times, once a quitter, always a quitter, that I started to believe it. I started to believe that the place that I was at would be the place I would always remain. And that I'd never succeed, not because success wasn't possible, but because it wasn't possible for me. Because I just kept quitting. It was dark, and I had to get out. I had to get out. Let me tell you what I've learned. There are three major things that helped me get out of that place, and still I use at times. Here's the first one. When you fail yourself, when you quit doing something that you promised yourself, you have got to, I have got to, we've got to forgive ourselves. We have to recognize that, yeah, I'm going to embrace where I'm at. I didn't do what I said I was going to do. But I'm going to forgive myself for that. If you're a person of faith, God forgives you every time you ask him to do so. And then you know what he does? He forgets about it. Now, as humans, it's hard for us to forget things, but we do need to forgive ourselves and move forward. You got to let go of the fact that you didn't do what you said you were going to do. And it doesn't matter how many times you didn't do, you said what you're going to do. You forgive yourself. And then you move forward. You let it go and you move forward. Here's the second thing I've learned. You need someone who will encourage you. You need someone that you love and care for. Someone that you respect, who will encourage you in those darkest of times. You know, there were times when I was talking to my lovely bride, and I don't feel like me, and I failed, and I've quit, and I quit, and I've quit. And she would say things like, I don't know exactly what to say here, but look at these other areas where you worked hard, and you stuck to it, and you did what you said you're going to do. You need people in your lives, all of you, all of us, need people in our lives who are going to say to us in those dark times, it's not true. You're not a quitter by nature. You're just dealing with some challenges that have set you back right now. And they'll remind you of the times when you succeeded, when you kept your promises to yourself and others. So that's number 2. You need someone who will encourage you. Find that person. And here's number 3. You need a plan of action. You need a plan of action to succeed the next time that you tell yourself you're going to accomplish your goal. You're going to do this specific thing. You need a plan of action. Without a plan of action, you'll tell yourself you're going to do something and you won't succeed because you don't know what step 1 is. You know, a lot of people set a goal at the beginning of the year to lose weight or to get in better shape or to improve their health. You know what? Those are not goals. Those are dreams. Those are dreams. Why? Because they didn't say what they're going to do in specific numbers. I'm going to lose weight. No, not a goal. I'm going to lose 25 pounds. There's your goal. And then you set forth a plan of action. Here's step 1. Here's step 2. Sometimes you can't figure out that plan of action by yourself. So call on your encourager and see if she or he can help you. If they can't help you, find someone else who's already walked down that path and help them to develop the plan of action with you. By nature, most people are helpful and they want to see other people succeed. So sometimes your encourager can help you with that. Sometimes you can develop your own plan of action. Sometimes you need to go to another friend or someone else who has accomplished this. Sometimes you need to bring in a professional. Sometimes you need to go to a counselor and she or he can help you. Sometimes you can do this with a coach and she or he can help you. But you need a plan of action. So quick review. Embrace where you are. You failed yourself. So have I. Recognize that that doesn't mean that you will always fail. And then follow these 3 steps. 1, forgive yourself and move forward. Let it go. Let it go. I'm talking to you right now. 2nd step, find an encourager. Someone who will help you through the dark times. Who will remind you of the times you kept your promises and the successes that you had. And 3, develop a plan of action. Thank you, my friends. Appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.